I'm not going to waste your time here, folks. Okay? He used to be the fastest frog in the pond until my brother got a hold of him with the. I think that was the old Marlin that did that. He's pretty. He was pretty banged up. I brought him here and patched him up, and well, we just had him stuffed. So there he sits in the chair. So I gotta direct. I'm gonna direct this at Elon Musk, you Trump. Okay. You know, you left your voters, and it's not just me. This comes from talking to my parents, which are still alive in their 80s, and they're still sharp, just like you are. Just not, they're not devious like Nancy Pelosi. Let me explain something to you, Mr. President, okay? I think you're a brainless bastard the way you're going about things, okay? You didn't insulate the disabled veterans like me, disabled people, the senior citizens. My parents can barely afford food. My mother has to live in an apartment with no AC that has to pay the rent on because one of them special guys that wears them, yarmulkes from New York owns the building. And she'd end up out on her ass or here living with me in my hillbilly shack. That's number one. I thought you would insulate the seniors, and I thought you were going to get all this stuff done. And all you've got is this opposition and these snakes. You got bit on your ear once, which it's okay to be a little arrogant. I race stock car. We all have that other personality that we put on, and it's not necessarily probably like you. It's not necessarily you're pretty level-headed, but when people get your ass hairs up deliberately, sometimes you say stupid shit. We're men. We're prone to those sort of things. But you're going about this business wrong, and especially pulling health care. Okay? An unhealthy nation, I don't care if they're in their 20s, they are unemployed, there are no jobs. I have 2 engineering degrees, 2 master's degrees, and I could wipe my ass with them. I can't find a job. I walk in a place and they tell me, oh, geez, I show them the stock cars, I show them the motorcycles I built, I show them the houses I built. I was a builder and developer at one time, and I live here basically like I do. Okay? I can't buy a job. And it was like that when I got hurt in Panama. I went reserves, and I should have never done that. But I had a nice life before George Bush got that nomination. Okay, you don't pull health care out from underneath people. Our nation's unhealthy. Do you think I want to smell stinky breath in a store and stinky bodies because people can't take care of themselves? You got to create the jobs first before you start pulling the rug out from underneath people's feet. Okay? It would be nice to see these young people do more for themselves. But you know something, Mr. President? I would like to do more for myself. Okay? So when you go tonight and you look at yourself in the mirror, you look at beautiful Melania. I think she's one of the most beautiful women in the world, truthfully. She really is. She's built like a bag full of bobcats. All I can say from the hillbilly side of things. Uh, you did well in your life, but I don't think you understand that the rug has been pulled out from most of us. They don't want people with a brain that can think. They want some newbie that they don't have to pay anything or somebody that don't speak the English so they can take advantage of them. Okay? We don't need social welfare. I thought by 2025 we would have a healthcare system. Lehigh Valley here, they screwed up 3 surgeries. I'm so disgusted with them. It's not healthcare, it's torture. Okay? No wonder that screwball Mangione went out and did what he did. Kind of sort of don't blame the son of a bitch. I don't really promote violence, but I mean, I'm sick and I can't get the health care I need because I got a Happy the Clown medical system. And then is that what you want to pass on to our children? And once they do get a job, they can't get better. They lose that job. We need a supportive health care system, okay? Like I said, I'm not going to promote violence, but I yell at these people, and sometimes I say stupid things to them maybe that I shouldn't have said. Thank God they're kind enough to forgive me. But a lot of them admit the healthcare system is not for the patient. It's against the patient. We need you figure in 2025 we would have a unified healthcare system in this country, Mr. Trump. Okay? You of all people would be the guy to get that done. Elon, I think he's one of the sharpest men on the planet. That dude is really sharp. Except for selling a vehicle like a UTV type of thing for me to run back and forth in the summer, and I don't have to burn gasoline, and I could plug it in here in the driveway just in my outlet. Hell, I would love something like that. I'm not fond of electric bicycles because they puke right away. They're not, they catch fire. I build my gas bikes. If you're not a fan of me in the past, Mr. Trump, or anybody that's watching this, I'm going to try to post this to a lot of networks, and I'm going to ask people to please repost this on other networks where I'm not getting. Okay? I think our president, he's on the right road to clean up the country, clean up the violence in the streets, clean up the dope. He's doing all the right things, but he's not doing the right thing in the face of the American that's growing up in this country right now. These people, these young kids, they're sick. They're getting sick. Okay? They've taken the trans fats out of our food. They've taken the salt, the sugar, anything that makes you want to eat the goddamn shit. Look at Captain Crunch. $5 for a box of Captain Crunch. I thought he was a good guy. The son of a bitch turned into a pirate. I mean, for Christ's sake. Now, my shit filter's full at my age. 63 fucking years old. I've had enough. I've been through enough. I've fought how many wars? That includes marriage and divorce, okay? I don't need any more on my plate. We need a president. And like I said, I thought you would insulate us seniors, the veterans and so forth, before you started pulling this dumb stuff. It's okay to get in the boxing ring. But, you know, you had an audience, and the audience is walking out the door on you for this. I mean, over at Walmart, you can get held up without a gun. Just go to the cash register. And, oh, woe is them. They're taking away a lot of those self-checkouts because people are walking out with the shit. They're that pissed off. I know a few people, even that I'm related to, that did that sort of thing. And you know what? I don't blame them. I mean, I don't do it. I live here alone. I can't afford to get arrested. If I do it, it's because my health is not with me. And I think I left one time. It was just a bag of candy. And even if they saw it, I don't think they're going to arrest me for it. But, you know, it was on my conscience. I'm not like that. But I mean, now they got to hire cashiers. Well, woe is fucking them. They don't want to pay anybody anyway. They're like every other goddamn corporation that got eaten up by these special guys that wear those special hats in New York. That's why they made everything like Walmart. Oh, they were all warm and fuzzy and everything's cheap. And, well, now it ain't so cheap no more. And they put everybody and everybody else is out of business. And they don't want to go back in business. They're freaking disgusted, just like me. I really don't want to open another business. I don't even want to try. I've lost my ass 3 times now. The only way that you're going to make it in business today is being a goddamn crook, and a crooked one. Pelosi, Schumer, Ratskins, okay? Dirty Dick Dastardly there. People disgust me. You make me want to fucking puke. Mr. President, start using that bright mind that I suspect and I'm hoping and think you have, okay? That's all that we're asking from you, okay? These people with squirrely thoughts and violence and deceit on their minds, especially the ones that are working around you. God bless you that you even got to work with turds like that. But you're still the president, and you could still help the older people, the older Americans. Okay? And I'm hoping you get it done because they need a lot of help. I've got friends far, near and far. They're asking to move in with me. I'm losing my house. My landlord jacked up the rent. He lives up in New York. I can't even call him and talk to him about it. Well, go figure. Another one of them guys with them special hats. Just like the one that owns the building down there where my mom's living. It was so hot in there the other day, I almost passed out and couldn't breathe. My mom's going to be 89. I'm disgusted. I really am. I'm disgusted with this country, my healthcare system, and now my president. Your audience is walking out on you because we thought you'd be the guy to save us all. We really did. Okay? It's my message to you and Elon. Shape up a little bit and slack off on the arrogance and just buckle down to get some money out to the seniors and get some jobs out there that these kids have jobs. And you make it that you're not going to be an employer and make billions of dollars without paying into that healthcare system. It's one part of communism that was good. Even the Romans did it with their slaves. Everybody had healthcare in Rome. Nobody was sick in Rome. We don't learn from the past. Number one, everybody in Washington, D.C. sort of tends to want to distort past. And that was why people voted for you. You recognize past, put the truth out there a little bit. The truth is not pulling and making these young people sick. It's to keep them healthy, to keep this country healthy. Guide them into the military that they learn something. You don't just learn a trade there, you learn discipline. And we need the trade schools back. I'm glad for what you did to Harvard. That was a beautiful move. I think you're right. I do think that you watch me at times because I said Pull that money from these goddamn big schools that are promoting this communist bullshit. We don't have enough plumbers out there, carpenters anymore. And if they are, they're all, you know, no, you're a monkey with a bag of tools is what a lot of these guys are. They are not carpenters, mechanics. Just like I had an argument in a garage. A guy told me he was a mechanic, and he was trying to tell me about this old Ford truck, and oh, I know about that. And no, you didn't know shit. I told him, I says, no, you're a monkey with a box of tools. You're not a mechanic. Um, Things get like that, okay? Thanks for watching my videos on YouTube, guys, and I hope my president gets my message that my thoughts are well intended, Mr. President, but you don't wipe the health care out. You bring health care to this country. That is what I thought you and Elon would do. And especially if you're getting trillions and billions of dollars back, we can afford to construct a goddamn healthcare system in this country that supports everybody that's a legal citizen with citizenship. Okay? I deplore treating people that are criminals that jump over our border. I think the wind is knocking out, the wind is picking up, and I got tools to clean up here. I've been busy all day. I got heads here I got to redo. My log splitter's broke. I've got more than enough things to do, and I don't even have enough time to take a shave and a shower right no more. Thanks for watching my videos though on YouTube. I'm getting I'm getting comments from Switzerland. I'm getting comments from France. I'm getting comments from Australia. You guys are being good to me, and thank God that you're promoting me, that I'm honest with people, that I'm speaking the truth and not distorting it. I appreciate those comments, and comment in my comment section, all of you, and forward this video to everybody. Share it and like it with everybody. Thank you.